Hey everybody. So another video request that was made right before I left for this weekend was to do a video on prospects, NHL prospects, and a prospect ranking who are the best in the world. Well, I had to do something a little different because admittedly I don't know enough about prospects and kids who aren't in the league yet uh, to know them well enough to do a ranking of them, or I don't, people playing overseas. I don't really know that much about them. Um, so I had to do something a little bit different. I'm sorry. I hope this suffices. Um, I didn't really rank. I just did 10 players 10 prospects are that I'm really excited to see in the NHL. Guys that I really want to see when they make the league, if they make the league, and that I'm going to be excited to watch play. These are all prospects that already have NHL teams. They've been drafted and signed. They belong to a certain team, and they're guys that either haven't played in the NHL yet or have only for a few games. I'm not counting guys who have had their full rookie season already or anything. So these are 10 players that I am really excited to see play at the NHL level if and when they do. They're all pretty good players, or you know, um, they're all really good players, so I certainly expect them all to make the NHL eventually, if not very soon. But first up, Eric Foley with St. Louis. He was part of the Paul Stastny deal that's from Winnipeg, with St. Louis and Winnipeg. He was originally Winnipeg property, but he has been traded to St. Louis. Foley, because he is a guy that I have watched a lot at Providence College. He goes to PC, or he did go to PC, and he is a player that I think I really liked a lot in college, and I think he's going to be someone I like a lot in the NHL. He's hard nosed. He's in your face. He's not afraid to be physical. He's not the biggest guy, but he's certainly willing to play a rough style of hockey. And he has a lot of offensive ability as well. He was definitely one of Providence College's best players the last couple of years. So I am really excited to see Eric Foley in a St. Louis Blues uniform eventually. Cale Makar, Colorado Avalanche defenseman prospect. He is somebody currently goes to UMass Amherst, another guy I watch a lot in college, and this kid is electric. I think he's going to be an incredible defenseman, very offensive-minded defenseman, can put up a ton of points. UMass Amherst is not very good. They are not even close to one of the best teams in Hockey East. Their program's been really down the last, quite a while now. They're not a great program. He is a superstar at UMass Amherst, by far their best player. And I think he's going to be a star for the Colorado Avalanche. He is just absolutely electric to watch, and I hope that transfers to the NHL. Kiefer Bellows, New York Islanders property. He went to Boston University for a year. I got to see him there. He now plays in junior hockey in Canada. He's going to be a really good goal scorer, I think, and I think it's just about the Islanders giving him time to develop. But I think down the road, Bellows is going to be a very good goal scorer at the NHL level, so I'm excited to see him play there. Cal Foote, the Tampa Bay Lightning's probably their best prospect, I would say. Defenseman, really strong prospect. I think he's going to be a very good NHL player, and obviously has the family lineage with Adam Foote. I'm really excited to see Cal Foote eventually play with the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think he's going to be a very good player for them. In Buffalo, this kid already has some NHL experience. He played a few games last year, but he's best known for his World Junior time with the Team USA at the World Juniors, where he was put on an absolute show. Casey Middlestat, he's going to be in Buffalo sooner rather than later, probably even this season, and I cannot wait to watch him play. He is absolutely awesome to watch, absolutely electric, great offensive ability, tons of skill, really good skater. I am really, really excited to see Casey Middlestat in Buffalo. Next up, we've got a pair from the Edmonton Oilers, Kyler Yamamoto and Ethan Bear. Yamamoto a forward and Bear a defenseman. Kyler Yamamoto, I saw play in the rookie tournament with Edmonton last September, and I was blown away by his skill and just how flashy and awesome of an offensive player he was. I don't think it's going to be very long before he sticks at the NHL level, and I believe he started last year with Edmonton and then got sent back to junior and then absolutely lit it up in junior. So I expect him to be with the Oilers sooner rather than later, and I can't wait to see him in the lineup regularly for the Edmonton Oilers. Then Ethan Bear is a defenseman, another kid that I saw in their rookie tournament last year. Watching those games online, and I was really impressed with him. I think he's a really solid defenseman, and I think he's going to be a huge boost to the Oilers' defense when he is NHL ready. I don't think he's there yet, probably, but he will be, and I think he's going to be a big asset to the Oilers because defense is obviously one of their biggest issues right now. Colin White in Ottawa. This is mostly because I saw him at Boston College, and he has quite a bit of NHL experience already. He's certainly the most NHL experience out of anyone on this list is Colin White, but he's had injury problems the last few years. I want to see him play a full season in Ottawa, where he's in the lineup regularly and playing a big role in the lineup. And, he was really good at Boston College. That hasn't really translated totally yet to the NHL. But I think it can, and I am excited to see his career continue with Ottawa, even though Ottawa is not exactly a place that you want to be right now. Troy Terry, obviously he had some really good World Juniors with Team USA, and then he played at Denver University. I saw him a lot in college and was very impressed with him in college. He was a great player at that level. He's Anaheim Ducks property, and I really want to see him take that next step into the pro game and make the NHL, and I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And lastly, my Boston Bruins. Trent Frederick, I think, is my favorite prospect with the Bruins right now. Came over after the college season ended last year from Wisconsin. Played really, really well in the AHL for the Providence Bruins. All the talk with the Bruins as far as prospects goes at forward have been about Jacob Forsbacka-Karlsson and Anders Bjork, and I like Frederick more than both of them. Forsbacka-Karlsson really didn't show me anything special last year in the AHL. I was not overly impressed with what I saw from him. I think he was okay, but he wasn't anything great. And Bjork obviously had major injury problems last year and ended up missing quite a big chunk of last hockey season. So Frederick I'm really excited about. I think he could be at the NHL level sooner than people think, and very, very good all-around center. He's a big kid. He has some offensive ability. He can be a shutdown guy. He plays well, defensively. I'm really excited to see Trent Frederick. So those are 10 prospects that I am really, really excited to see at the NHL level. When they get there. I didn't put them in any particular order. Those are just 10 that I'm excited to see. I wasn't ranking them or anything. I don't really know enough about. I don't know enough about enough prospects to be able to put rankings together, or really, who the best of the best are. I watch a lot of college hockey and mostly Hockey East, so I know those players more than a lot of other prospects. Anyone in NCAA on a prominent NCAA program, I pretty much should know at least their name and a little bit about them. When it comes to junior hockey, I really don't know much at all. We don't get, I'm in the U.S. I don't get to watch junior hockey. I don't get to see the OHL or the Quebec League or the WHL or anything. I really don't know much at all about any of those players. So, that's why I had to do, a sort of a personal list of guys that I really want to see, because these are guys that I know about and guys that I have watched play and guys that I'm really excited to see in the NHL. So, that's my list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links are in the description. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.